All right, guys, going to talk to you about the workout for Thursday, April 23rd. It's going to be a two-part bit with a little bit of strength up front and then a longer workout at the back end. We're going to start off with an 8-minute EMOM of 6 floor presses each side. So right off the bat, you're going to notice that it says per side, so you're not holding two objects in one arm or with both arms. You're holding just one object, pressing with one side, doing 6 reps here, hand it off, 6 reps on the other side. You're doing that every minute. So it's not like alternating, or you do 1 minute on the left, 1 minute on the right. You're working both sides every minute, back to back to back. So the quicker you get this done, the more rest you've got to work with. It takes you 20 seconds, you got 40 seconds of rest. You choose something really heavy though, and then it takes you 45, 50 seconds to get through the minute, then you're not gonna have a whole lot of time for you to pick it back up and go back to that original arm. So choose a weight that allows you to manage both work and rest as you go along. And again, that's 8 minutes or 8 total sets, 6 reps per side. That's part 1. Part 2 will be a 20-minute Amrap of bent over rows, handstand push-ups, and kettlebell or dumbbell swings. This workout is based off the hero workout Nate, loosely following the same rep schemes and movements. Instead of pull-ups or muscle-ups, we've got 4 bent over rows. You're not going to do that each side unilaterally like we do often, but instead you're just going to hold on to one object using both arms. Then you'll perform 8 handstand push-ups. We can scale as needed. I'll show you guys what that looks like after the warm-up. And then we got 12 dumbbell or kettlebell swings, or really swinging whatever object you can. Ideally, we want to see that the athletes bring their kettlebell all the way up overhead, full extension of the arms and shoulders. But if you can only manage to bring to eye level based off the objects that you have or the weight that you're dealing with, that is okay. And if the weight that you've got is fairly light, that's all right. Just go really fast. Okay? Let's go ahead and now talk about the warm-up and scales for the workout. Let's do it. All right, guys, to begin the warm-up, we're going to start by getting our upper body kind of loose and going. And if you want, you don't need any weight, but you can have the option of using something small, like 2.5 to 5 pounds. If you have a change plate, you can use that, or just find some sort of household item. We're going to start off with 5 small arm circles forward, then 5 medium forward, 5 large forward. So take your weight or just your hand, hold it out to the side, belly is tight. 5 small arm circles going forward, keeping the circles about shoulder level, into 5 medium circles forward. 5. Into 5 of the largest circles going forward and back. We can. A little bit of twist at the torso is okay. Once you have done all 15, 5 small, medium, large, repeat on the same arm. Small going backwards for 5. Medium going backwards for 5. And then 5 large circles backwards. Again, a little bit of twist is all right. Once you've done this, switch. You're going to perform it on the other arm. Hold the arm out to about shoulder height. 5 small circles going forward. 5 medium circles going forward. Focusing on pulling the weight back behind you and not just keeping it out in front. And then 5 large circles. Think about trying to paint the widest arcs possible as you reach out in front and pull behind. After you finish your 5 large circles forward, bring it back to shoulder level. 5 small circles going backwards. 5 medium, keep the shoulder tight. Draw a big circle on the wall. And then 5 large. Reach out in front, control the weight as it descends. Don't let momentum ever take control. 5, and relax. Weight can go off to the side. Now we're going to get our heart rate up and continue to warm up the shoulders by performing 30 seconds of jumping jacks. I want to see that the arms are straight and the biceps come all the way up to the ears at the top of the rep. 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Seconds in. Arms stay straight. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to bring it down to the ground. Lay flat in your stomach, prone position. From here, we're going to move into a Superman, lifting our legs and hips up off the ground along with our arms. Slowly reach the palms out, push as far away from the side as possible, and bring the hands back behind the small of your back until they are overlapping, trying to look forward and up the entire time. Slowly keep the gaze and shoulders up as you reach the hands back out into the thumbs in an upward position. You have just performed one snow angel. Go and perform 4 more slow and controlled snow angels. And 2. If you are unsure of the tempo, follow along with me. Hands go behind the back. Hands come out in front. Thumbs point up. And 3. Hands go behind the back. Hands point up in front. And 4. Hands go behind the back for a final rep. Squeeze to keep the shoulders up. Hands off the small of your back. Smooth back out. Thumbs point up. And 5. And relax. Next, remain in the prone position. We are going to perform 5 dive bombers. To perform a dive bomber, lift the hips up in the air as you look towards the toes. Then bend the elbows, skim the nose, skim the chest, arch up. Then bend the elbows to skim the chest, skim the nose, press through. Go and perform 4 more dive bombers, if need be, going from the knees to move through the same range of motion. That's 2. And 3. 4. And 5. And stand. Then we're going to go and perform another 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Try and get the arms even higher and move a little bit quicker this time. Your 30 seconds will begin in 3, 2, 1, begin. Ten seconds down. Moving a little faster, 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And lastly, to finish our warm-up, we're going to bring it down to the ground to perform 10 tempo push-ups. It's okay if this takes you a while. If you need to, go from your knees. Establish your push-up position by extending the knees and the hips straight, hands underneath the shoulders, the fingers splayed wide. Press the elbows back, keeping the shoulders tight, slow and controlled, pausing briefly on the ground, and pressing up fast for 1. Back down slow, and press, 2. Back down slow, hold, press for 3. Down, press, 4. Down, press, 5. Halfway there. Down, hold, press, 6, down, hold, press, 7, 3 to go, down, hold, press, that's 8, down, press, that's 9, 1 more, down, hold, and press, that's 10. And relax, guys, shake it out. We're now going to go over the movements for the first part of today's workout, which is the floor presses. All right, guys, for our floor press, all you need is some sort of object that you can press with. It can be light, can be heavy, doesn't matter, and some space on the floor. I'm going to use a dumbbell. And what we want to see here is that everything from a bench press carries over. You're going to keep the shoulders rolled back nice and tight, the elbows pinned in, and you're going to try and press straight up and away from the rib cage. Not up by the shoulders, but down in this position, because it's going to keep the shoulders tighter and stronger and use a little bit more chest, and not the smaller muscles of the shoulders here. So, I'm going to lay down on my back, roll the weight within reaching distance, roll the shoulders back tight as I grab my weight, Bring it up over my stomach, shoulder in tight, heels to my butt. I'm going to press up until my elbows locked out. I don't need to keep reaching until my shoulder separates. You can keep the shoulder pinned back tight. Then trace the elbow down along the body until the elbow gently comes in contact with the ground. Briefly relax and press back up. Elbow guides down along the body, press back up. Go ahead and switch, bringing the weight either across your stomach or sitting up and bringing it around my feet, but never across the face. Perform a couple more reps on the other side. Press, down controlled, elbow touches gently, and press. Down gently, and press. And relax. When I finish, I push the weight away from my body, sit up, and I am safe. Alright guys, that is our floor press. Alright guys, there's your floor press. The workout, again, remember, is an 8-minute EMOM of 6 presses per side each minute. So you lay on the ground, you do 6 on the left, hand it over, 6 on the right. That takes you 30 seconds, and you got 30 seconds to rest. You do it fast in 20, you get 40 seconds to rest. You do it slow in about 45 seconds, you only get about 15 seconds of rest. So choose a weight that lets you manage both work and rest appropriately. Again, both sides each minute, 8 minutes total. All right, go ahead and have fun. All right, now that you've finished part 1 of the workout, which was your floor press EMOM, we're gonna move on to part 2, which is a 20-minute AMRAP based off the workout in 8. We're gonna start off by talking about our dumbbell bent over rows. You're gonna use both arms for a single object to replicate what a pull-up or muscle-up would be like in the original version of this workout. I'm gonna take my dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever it needs to be, stand with my feet underneath my hips, push the hips back, keeping the chest up until the object is below my knees, and I feel a big stretch in the hamstring. From here, extend the arms, row the weight backwards in towards the belly button until you feel it scraping the side of your back, the elbows tight, all the way back up and down, okay? Go ahead and perform 5 dumbbell bent over rows. For our handstand push-up, for RX, we need to find a spot where you can kick up along the wall, starting on the top of a handstand. From there, we're going to lower ourselves down into a tripod position, bring the knees to the chest, and kick up aggressively as if trying to smash our feet through a glass wall to help provide upward momentum and finish with our press overhead. Arms are fully extended, lowered to the tripod position, knees come down at the chest, aggressive kick up, and repeat. Go ahead and perform 3 to 5 handstand push-ups. For scaling the handstand push-up, we can find some sort of object to elevate our feet or hips up onto as we press our head to the floor. Find a soft spot using a mat, towel, anything like that to protect your head from hitting the floor too hard. Put it out in front of your object. Place either your knees or your feet up on the object to elevate the hips. The higher the hips, the harder the press. Bring the head forward to the mat or soft object. Bring the hips along with you. Then press up, driving your head through the window created by the arms. Note that during my descent, the head moves forward. On the way up, it moves backwards. For an easier press, go from the knees. And lastly, a final scaling option for our handstand push-up would be a seated dumbbell press. You can take 2 objects or just one held out in front. Form an upright posture with the legs fully extended. Bring the weights up to the shoulders and press until the arms and shoulders are fully extended. Go ahead and perform 5 seated dumbbell presses. Lastly, we have our dumbbell or kettlebell swing. If we're going to use a dumbbell, I can hold it either with both hands down the middle or put one hand on each head. Either way, the hips move back as the shoulders come forward. I pull the shoulder aggressively to the ceiling as I press up and overhead. Weight stays rooted in the heel and the eye line stays forward the gaze on the horizon the entire time. Go ahead and perform 5 dumbbell or kettlebell swings. All right, guys, you ready to have fun and hit the workout hard? Be smooth, don't go super hot out of the gate, manage those handstand push-up reps, and have a good time. Enjoy.